So, you're moving to a new home in Jacksonville. Look, between packing up endless boxes, wrangling movers, and updating your address everywhere, the absolute last thing you want is to finally walk into your new place and it's pitch black, right? Getting your power turned on should be the easiest part of your whole transition, definitely not another headache. Well, welcome to our explainer. Today we're going to completely eliminate that stress for you. We'll break down exactly how to get your electric service up and running smoothly, and we've tailored this specifically for those of you who are entirely new to the process.
All right, let's just dive right in. To get the lights on here in Northeast Florida, your go-to partner is JEA, formerly known as the Jacksonville Electric Authority. They handle the whole shebang, electric, water, and sewer services for the region. Now, whether you're just moving from right down the street or you're relocating from all the way across the country, understanding exactly how JEA operates is going to make your move infinitely easier.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover documentation, deposits and fees, timeline tactics, a quick application walkthrough, and finally some insider tips. Let's kick things off with Section 1, Documentation. Basically, what you actually need to get started. Okay, before you even open up a web browser, you gotta have your paperwork ready. Trust me, it'll save you from getting timed out of the system later. The absolute fastest path to getting those lights on, it requires your social security number. Now, why is that? Well, providing your SSN allows JEA to run an instant, automated soft credit check. And that is the exact mechanism that lets them potentially waive your security deposit right then and there. It's quick, it's super secure, and you can do the whole thing entirely online.
But hey, what if you're moving from out of state and maybe you just prefer not to use your SSN or you don't have one handy? You still have options. You can use alternative IDs. You'll need one primary ID, think a driver's license, military ID, passport, state ID, or green card, plus one secondary ID, like a birth certificate, marriage license, or voter registration. But there is a catch here. If you skip the online SSN verification, you actually can't complete your setup on the web. You'll have to physically take those documents down to the JEA Downtown Customer Care Center in person, so definitely factor that extra trip into your moving schedule.
Moving right along to Section 2, Deposits and Fees. Let's talk about the financials.
Look, nobody, and I mean nobody, likes surprise costs on moving day. So if your credit check does indicate that a deposit is required, you should really budget for these standard minimums. Electric service alone carries a $200 deposit. Now, if you're also setting up water and sewer at that same property, that's an additional $100. It's just incredibly helpful to know these figures up front so you can manage your moving budget without any last-minute panic.
But please, don't let those numbers stress you out, because I've got a highly reassuring number for you. 12. If you do end up having to pay a deposit, JEA actually holds it in an interest-bearing status. That means if you maintain 12 months of continuous service and good credit standing, basically just pay your bill on time for a year, that entire deposit plus the interest it earned gets credited right back to your utility account. It's kind of like a forced savings account that literally pays you back after a year. Pretty neat, right? Now, what if you want to bypass deposits completely? Well, JEA actually offers this brilliant program called JEA My Way. It's a prepaid utility alternative. You just add money to your account before you use the electricity, kind of like how a prepaid cell phone works. And since you're paying in advance, JEA requires absolutely no deposit, they do no credit check, there are no late fees, and honestly, there's no monthly bill either. It is a fantastic stress-free option if you want to take immediate control of your cash flow.
All right, on to Section 3, Timeline Tactics. How to get connected right on schedule.
You know, timing is everything, especially when moving in Florida. You definitely want that AC run in the second you walk through the door. So the crucial thing here is how you time your application. JEA does charge a one-time connection fee, but the amount completely depends on when you actually ask for it. If you request same-day service before 12 p.m. noon, the fee is just $10 per service type. But if you request it between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m., that fee jumps up to $25. So pro tip, submit your application in the morning while you're having your coffee and save yourself some cash.
And listen, you absolutely must be aware of the hard cutoff. Any requests submitted at 2:01 p.m. or later, those are rolling over to the very next business day. And keep in mind, JEA's activation schedule totally excludes weekends and holidays. So imagine applying at 3 p.m. on a Friday. Yeah, you're going to be sitting in the dark until Monday. Nobody wants that. So always plan at least a few days ahead if you can.
We also need to talk about the exceptions, because sometimes same-day service just isn't an option. For example, you can't get automated same-day service if you're moving into a brand new construction home that still needs municipal inspections, or if there isn't a physical meter installed at the property yet. Also, and this is a really big one,
If your online application gets flagged for a deposit, the automated same-day system stops right there. You'll actually have to call JEA customer care directly to pay that deposit before that 2 p.m. cutoff if you want to avoid delays.
Okay, let's move to Section 4, Application Walkthrough, a quick step-by-step guide. Now that we've got the rules and the fees out of the way, let's actually walk through the linear process online. It's super simple. Step 1, visit the JEA.com new customer portal. Step 2, type in your ID info and your new service address. Step 3, just agree to that credit check. And Step 4, pay any required deposit and pick your start date. This digital portal is incredibly streamlined. Oh, and by the way, if you're a landlord managing multiple utility setups for different properties, this exact same portal lets you easily link all those multiple addresses under one main account profile. Super convenient.
Now, you might be sitting there wondering, why on earth is there so much emphasis on credit just to get the lights turned on? Well, this quote right from JEA's policy hits the nail on the head. It says, "Utility service is provided to you on a credit arrangement. Credit must be established by every applicant before service can start." Think about it. When you flip a light switch, JEA is essentially giving you electricity today that you aren't going to pay for until next month. Because they're extending you a line of credit, they literally have to establish your credit worthiness first. It's just a mandatory part of the flow for absolutely everyone.
All right, we're rounding the corner. Section 5, Insider Tips and Wrap-Up. Let's get into the final details.
Before we let you go, I want to share a crucial insider tip drawn straight from JEA's operating procedures. And honestly, this one catches a lot of people totally off guard. If you've ever lived in Jacksonville before and had a JEA account, you need to make absolutely sure it was fully paid off. JEA's system will automatically check for prior debt. If you've got an outstanding previous balance of over $25, it must be settled completely before your new service can even begin. And honestly, you'll probably have to pay a new deposit too. Seriously, do not let a forgotten final bill from 5 years ago derail your current move.
And because we want this explainer to be an evergreen resource for you, we do need to drop a quick disclaimer here. While the information we've walked through today is accurate and super beneficial based on current JEA policies, you should always verify the most current procedures, requirements, and specific fee amounts directly with JEA. Utility regulations can and do change over time, so their website and their customer care center are always going to be your ultimate final authority.
Well, that brings us to the end of our explainer. The stress of setting up your account officially behind you. Your application is in, your timeline is beautifully set, and your new home is totally ready for you. But this leaves us with one final, kind of provocative question to chew on. Now that your lights are on, how will you take control of your home's energy usage? Because getting the power turned on, that's really just step one. Using it smartly is the true secret to mastering your utilities. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and hey, happy moving!